Just what have you seen from Presbyterian on film, and what do you expect tomorrow?
Well, I've seen a team that, like all the other teams, can shoot the ball from the outside, especially from three. They play with a lot of fight, a lot of intensity. They have a coach who coached it, played there before, and coached at alma mater, similar to a guy who we're talking to now. He has a young team that he's building, but also mixed with a few juniors and seniors. It's a very competitive group. So we got to be ready to match their energy, especially in the afternoon game where we can't walk in here sleepwalking. We got to come out ready to compete from start to finish.
And are your guys through finals now?
Yes, they are finally done with finals. They are extremely happy because they, of course, have experienced a big-time workload, starting with last week and it ended this week. So I admire the fact our guys stayed focused throughout the process, being able to manage both, come as far as the academics and basketball practice and games. I take my hat off to them. I remember the time when I was at their age, during this time of the year, it's always a stressful time. So the players commend them for all they've done. And I know they're looking forward to a break, but the break hasn't started yet. We still have a game to play, and that's tomorrow. And then they can start their vacation break.
John?
David and Eli obviously are very capable of taking over the point guard position once Xavier leaves. I'm curious to see how you envision a guy like Zeb Jackson coming in and fitting in next season.
I'm not even thinking ahead right now. I'm focusing on what's happening this year and our players that right now is on this roster. Very excited about Zeb joining the team, and he's going to be a great addition to our team. But right now, it's about this year. And Presbyterian.
Andrew?
Juwan, you just mentioned the vacation after the game. I guess could you share what the schedule is going to be, how many days to get off?
I don't know. I haven't even gone that far yet. All I'm thinking about is Presbyterian that we play tomorrow, and then vacation starts. But I haven't thought about what's happening after that.
Gotcha. And then you said you respect every opponent, and I understand from a coaching staff how you can do that. But with 18 to 21-year-old kids, getting them to how do you instill that mentality in them that they don't overlook a team like this?
Well, but they're smart. They're mature enough to understand what's ahead of them, and also what's in place right now. What we're trying to build. Our players, they were here last year. It's no surprise to them. It's just my job is to remind them what we're playing for and what are our goals and what type of habits that we're trying to build.
James?
Juwan, I guess what's the hardest part about kind of moving on from the loss, like when you sort of kind of comes down to the final shot in the final second?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
What's the hardest part about moving on from a game like that Oregon game that kind of comes down to the final shot in the final second?
Well, you have to, of course, continue to come in the next day and see where we can, of course, improve. No one likes to lose a game, so yeah, it was tough. It was a tough loss, but that loss is behind us. We learn from it and you move on.
You mentioned after that game how it was going to be painful with the week between games. With something like that fast turn, can that be a good thing in a sense?
It's possible. We can work that way, yes. But we've worked on Monday and Tuesday of seeing how we can improve on our championship habits. And we've also worked yesterday and today on continuing to keep improving on where we need to work on and clean up some areas of how we can get better as a team.
And I guess when you hit a stretch like this where you've lost 3 or 4 and a couple of tough losses, I guess what do you learn about a team? I guess what does a stretch like this maybe reveal about?
Well, you learn a lot about your group. You learn a lot of that, how you're being able to adapt to adversity, how you're going to respond from it. And I'm fortunate enough to have a group that come in and they're ready to work. Honestly, they wish they could have played the next day. That's how it burns them inside. That's how competitive each and every player is on our roster. So a group like that, I'm in the trenches with them I love coaching a group that's a special group like how we have in that locker room. Those guys, each and every guy care.
Josh?
Some coaches might be kind of eager to pull guys, like young guys especially, after they make mistakes. Why is it important for you to kind of allow your younger guys to make mistakes on the court and continue playing instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna yank you to kind of talk?
Oh, you noticed that about me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like this, man. No one in this game can play perfect. You're gonna make mistakes in basketball. It's my job to continue coaching them, teaching them on how not to make the same mistake again. Also instill confidence in them as well. I have the trust and belief and confidence in each and every guy that's in that locker room. And so I played the game of basketball before, and I didn't make every decision wasn't perfect. I made mistakes myself on the floor, and I've had coaches that been able to teach me and help me grow. And I've also gone back and watched film and seen in what areas and how I can improve. And that's what our guys are all about. They're about that growth mindset. So, when the game happens, when they make mistakes, I understand that they're not trying to make the mistake. That those mistakes, they get down on themselves, they beat themselves up. I like the next play mentality.
Andrew?
Well, you had a stretch there at the Bahamas. Obviously, you were playing 3 days in a row, and then kind of got into a routine playing every few days. Now you had a week from your last game. You got a week to the next one. How does that change practice? Is it more kind of live action scrimmaging, or how do you kind of balance that without games?
We're in there working. We're working in many ways. Working a lot of areas on how we can get better defensively, offensively, getting up shots, shooting free throws, watching film.
Anybody have anything else? Chris?
You talked about championship habits. What were some of the things that you talked about with your guys in that respect?
Oh, just talk about defensively, how we can improve, having the next shot mentality, competing hard from start to finish, not allowing those mistakes to become compound mistakes, fighting through adversity, everything.
And how much of Brandon's emergence, I guess, would you say is confidence related?
That's a good question. I just see that Brandon is like growing up in front of our eyes, and it's good to see that Brandon is out there playing with a lot of energy and spirit. He inspiring the group. Each and every guy that you see on the bench cheering for Brandon, because he's the type of guy he just has like a fun-loving, good spirit about him. Brandon, you root for guys like Brandon. I'm just fortunate I'm able to coach him. I love him. I'm happy he's on our side. Unfortunately, tomorrow he will not be able to play because he's dealing with an illness, but he'll get healthy and he'll be ready to go after the break.
Brandon?
I just want to ask, how would you assess Xavier's offensive play so far? His assist numbers are up, his turnovers are up as well. He's shooting it better, but he's shooting it more. Just how do you kind of break down how he's played on offense?
He's been great on offense. Xavier's one of my best players. He's our leader. Offensively, I want him to be aggressive. He's in the gym working every day on his game, on shooting the ball, free throws, finishing at the basket, making the right decisions on pick and roll. Unfortunately, he has a coach that has put him in bad situations that messed up his assist turnover ratio with a new system that he has to, of course, learn and pick up, and which he has embraced. I got to do a better job putting him in better situations where he can not have those turnovers that has happened this year, and it'll come. It's a part of the growing. It's a part of figuring it out. He's smart enough player where he will. I trust him. He's the guy I want on my side each and every day.
Juwan, how long has Brandon been dealing with this illness? Is the flu, I'm guessing?
I started yesterday.
Anything else, guys? Okay, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right,
Thank
happy
you.
holidays.